Do I think my house was part of the Underground Railroad? I get asked this question a lot. Now, geographically, this just doesn't make a lot of sense. I live in western Michigan. Most of the route for the Underground Railroad ran through southern Michigan to the Canadian border. I have been searching for answers inside of this house since I moved back in. And honestly, the more I find, the more questions I have. One thing is for certain. Because the house was built in the 1840s, it definitely lived through the Prohibition era of the 1920s. And while we were cleaning out a portion of the basement that has all sorts of stuff left behind from the previous generations, I found this. The label is almost impossible to read now, but when I found it, I did some research and discovered that it was a bottle of prescription alcohol. During the Prohibition era, you could only get your hands on alcohol if it were prescribed to you by a doctor. And because alcohol was thought to have medicinal properties, doctors would sometimes prescribe it to treat things like snake bites, diabetes, asthma, or even to calm a colicky baby. Now, I don't know that we're ready to part with this piece yet, or if we ever will. But if you're interested in finding exclusive content, including first dibs on any items we're selling from the house and updates on renovation projects, make sure to go find me on Patreon.